This might be the most challenging exercise you will ever train. It's really a 2-year training challenge, but I've seen a few teams master it in only 1 season. Either way, the Courier buoy ball placement is a fun, challenging exercise that takes some serious patience to train. Welcome to the Underachiever's Guide to PWD Water Training, where the joy is in the journey. The Courier buoy ball placement is like nothing else I've ever trained. It's basically a reverse retrieve, where the dog takes a buoy ball about 60 feet away and drops it on command. Now that's a challenge. So how do we train the buoy ball placement? Well, there are a lot of different methods, but I think the best way is to train this exercise in 7 smaller elements. Here at Underachiever, we train the course first, without the ball. Then once the dog masters the course, we add the ball. This method streamlines the learning process and builds on success. You know, in dog training, success leads to success. Here are the 7 elements of the buoy ball drop exercise. 1. Jump off the boat. I know, this sounds so simple. But with this exercise, for the first time, you are asking your dog to jump to nothing, meaning there's no target like a dummy or a line in the water. Your dog just needs to jump on command. It's not that easy. 2. Come back to the handler. Once your dog is in the water, he needs to come back to you. Well-trained dogs know they need to come back, even before they jump. So they will jump smaller than if they were going for a target. I see a lot of handlers use a jump and come command, basically combining the first 2 elements. Number 3, take the ball. Super easy, right? Well, maybe not. I learned a long time ago that consistency here is important. When I'm training this element, I try very hard to give the line in a manner the dog prefers. For example, I try to place the ball on the same side of the dog's head every time. It may not be a big deal, but I think dogs like consistency, and this is an area where consistency pays off. 4, go to the marker. I prefer to teach a dog how to go to the marker when they are young and working on junior or apprentice. If you teach the dog go to the marker when they are young, it will pay big benefits in this exercise. My command is go marker, and I sort of sing it in a relaxing manner with no stress attached to the command. Go marker, go marker, go marker. Maybe I'll make a video on how to train a dog to go to the marker. That might be fun. Number 5 is go on. The next element of this exercise is to go past the marker. The dog only really needs to go about 10 to 12 feet past the marker for most judges, but it's the toughest distance in the entire world. Those 10 to 12 feet are a bit like Area 51, where strange things can happen, things you've never seen before. You can quote me on that. To train this element, I usually start very small and use a secondary marker with a lot of support. I'll actually walk beside the dog to the secondary marker and treat once she touches it. My command is go on. Number 6 is drop it. Now this is where handlers' dreams go to die. Get this, you get your dog off the boat, then back to you. Then she takes the ball, then goes to the marker, then past the marker. The judge signals that your dog is in the drop zone. You give the command to drop, and your dog brings the ball all the way back to the boat. All while you are yelling, drop it! Oh man. So I train this element with a lot of support and at very short distances, with a lot of treats for a successful drop. Number 7, return to the handler. The exercise is not over until the dog reaches the handler. Please remember this little fact. Don't release the boat from the marker or talk to your rower or do a happy dance, not until you hear the judge say, exercise finished. By the way, I've seen a couple of dogs complete a successful ball drop and then swim to shore. You don't want to overlook this last element of this exercise. Here's a little training video we made of the Courier buoy ball placement exercise with the little Girl Scout. She's just learning, but starting to catch on. Let's take a look. So that's it, the Courier buoy ball placement. It's one of the most challenging and fun exercises out there, and it's a great way to bond with your dog. Thanks for joining me here at the Underachiever Guide for PWD Water Training. Remember, the joy is in the journey. Good luck, and we'll see you soon.